Your life will never rise above the level of your thinking. That is not just a motivational phrase. That is a fundamental law of the kingdom. Most people are struggling in their lives not because they lack potential, but because they are trapped in a prison of their own thoughts. Dr. Miles Monroe often taught that the mind is the factory of destiny, and if the raw material entering your mind is limited, fear-based, or poverty-stricken, the product of your life, your marriage, your career, your influence, will reflect exactly that. Today, we are going to dismantle the walls of that mental prison and look at how to think correctly, not as a psychological exercise, but as a spiritual mandate. Thinking correctly begins with the architecture of your design. You cannot think correctly about your life until you understand your original intent. A car is designed for the road. An airplane is designed for the air. If you try to drive an airplane on the road, you aren't a bad driver. You are a misused machine. Many of you are suffering from frustration because you are trying to function in a capacity you were never designed for, all because you are thinking in terms of survival rather than design. You were created to thrive, and until you align your thoughts with your unique purpose, you will continue to feel like a square peg in a round hole. You must ask yourself, am I living according to my purpose, or am I living according to the expectations of others? When you live for the approval of men, you have already surrendered your destiny. The next step in this transformation is the death of the excuse culture. People stay stuck in their current reality because misery is familiar. They build an identity around their struggle, telling themselves they are a product of their past or a victim of their environment. But I want to tell you that you are not a product of your environment. You are a product of your decisions. You must stop apologizing for your uniqueness and stop building your life around your limitations. True power begins the moment you decide that your vision is more important than your circumstances. Your past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. If you continue to look backward, you will never walk forward into the future that is waiting for you. To maintain this, you must understand that discipline is far more important than motivation. Feelings are temporary like the weather, but purpose is eternal. Your mind must be disciplined to serve your assignment, not your emotions. If you wait until you feel like doing what is necessary, you will never accomplish your goals. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. You must reach a point where you do what you need to do, regardless of how you feel, because you understand that your breakthrough is on the other side of your consistency. You must also guard your associations with fierce intensity. Show me your friends, and I will show you your future. Thoughts are contagious, and if you surround yourself with small-minded people, your destiny will inevitably shrink to fit their limited capacity. Do not be afraid to walk alone if the people around you are walking in the wrong direction. You must also take control of the words you speak, because your tongue is the rudder of your life. Start speaking the end from the beginning. Do not speak what you see in your current reality. Speak what you are called to be. We live in a distracted world where everyone is fighting for your attention, but you must act as the gatekeeper of your own mind. If you allow everyone to dump their negative opinions into your consciousness, you are forfeiting your leadership. You have the power to curate what enters your environment. If a thought does not align with your vision, you have the right and the responsibility to reject it immediately. We must also address the nature of adversity. Most people view a challenge as a sign to stop, but the correct thinker views a challenge as an opportunity to grow. Obstacles are not there to block you, they are there to build you. Every struggle you face is a test of your resolve and a training ground for the influence you are going to carry. If you cannot handle the test, you will never be trusted with the testimony. Start viewing your problems as raw materials for your future success, and watch how quickly your perspective shifts. Finally, I want you to leave this space with one resolve. You are going to stop thinking like a peasant and start thinking like a prince of the kingdom. You were created for a purpose, and that purpose is waiting for you to occupy it. Do not go to the grave with your books unwritten, your businesses unbuilt, and your impact unfulfilled. Die empty. Leave nothing buried. Your thinking determines your world. Change your mind and you will change your destiny.